Karan Mittal let you go as well. Thanks for analysing Bharti. Let's now move on to more earnings. Seshagiri Rao, joint MD and Group CFO at JSW Steel, joins us now on the show. Mr. Rao, hi. Morning. Take us through the performance highlights for the quarter gone by.
This is a very good performance from JSW Steel when there is a very challenging environment. Demand is sluggish and the iron ore is not available in India. That too at a very high prices iron ore is being auctioned. So in this kind of environment, showing a result of this size, showing an improvement overall is commendable from JSW Steel point of view. How we have achieved is that volume growth. If you see the total volumes, it is the highest ever crude steel production, highest ever EBITDA, highest ever net sales. So there are a lot of things which we achieved in this quarter first time. Production wise, crude steel production wise, there is a 52% growth, 3.17 million tons of steel which we produced. Not only production, but we have reduced our inventories by 17,000 tons and we have sold 3.08 million tons of steel in this quarter, showing again a growth of 42% in terms of volume. So volume of production and sales is one area where it has contributed to our bottom line. Number two is the operational efficiencies which we have brought in, which is clearly visible in the results. EBITDA per ton improved, and the EBITDA margin is 19.3% as against 15.8% in the corresponding quarter of last year, showing significant improvement of 3.5% margin. EBITDA per ton again is close to 7,500 rupees per ton. There is an improvement. So the kind of operational efficiencies the company achieved in utilization of waste gases.
Mr. Rao, good morning. Nikunj Dalmi also joining in. Mr. Rao, can you outline for us that how has life changed for JSW Steel because of one simple factor, which is ban on Karnataka mining?
Iron ore is a matter of concern. One is availability, number two quality, third is price. There are the three areas where we are impacted. The quality is deteriorating because the dumps we are forcibly using, because the availability is only 18 million tons iron ore today as against 30 million tons of requirement of industry. So due to shortage, in order to run the plants, we have to buy dumps with a very low grade of Fe of 45-46%. So that is reducing the overall Fe content in the input which we are putting into the furnaces. So the more usage of iron ore, more price and the non-availability, all together fuel cost also going up. The per ton cost of iron ore is going up for us. That is one negative. Internationally, iron ore prices are coming down. It has corrected quite substantially in the last few weeks. Whereas in India, it is moving in the opposite direction because of the scarcity which is there in the local market. And also it is getting auctioned. Base price fixation discretion is available with the mining companies. So they are fixing the base price at a higher level. Due to shortage, it is going at a premium. So all this together, iron ore cost is higher for JSW Steel. But at the same time, the coal prices are coming down internationally. So that benefit is coming from the coal side. And the operational efficiencies which I have listed out, that is also giving substantial benefits to the company. So both together, to some extent, we are able to neutralize the impact of higher iron ore cost in the overall profitability of the company.
Mr. Rao, going forward, is this pressure easing? Are raw material prices coming down for you?
So we are hopeful that the government will take certain steps to give clearances to the mines which approached them for either consent to operate or other approvals. So if they give, those mines can start production and new iron ore will come into the market. Similarly, we also represented through our association, Karnataka Iron Steel Manufacturers Association, through Honorable Supreme Court, that in a time-bound manner these approvals should be given by the concerned authorities. Then there are some more requests which have been made by the mining industry and also the steel industry to the Honorable Supreme Court to augment the supply of iron ore and to reduce the pain which the industry is going through today. So if these steps are taken, hopefully the iron ore situation should improve. If they are not taken, I think situation will worsen from now, because the dumps are getting exhausted. There are no more dumps available after a quarter.
Mr. Rao, so what is the scenario on demand and steel price front?
As far as demand is concerned, in India it is sluggish. We have seen first 9 months results which have come in, where the demand has grown by 0.7%, whereas imports have come down by almost 1.7 million tons. Similarly, exports have gone up. So overall together there is a 2 million ton gap which is there in India. So to that extent, even though there is a higher production of steel, where the growth is almost close to 5%, there is a demand supply match which has happened in India. So in this current quarter, January to March, we are not seeing a big jump in the demand, but at the same time we are seeing a very, very robust demand overseas, where the developed economies are turning around, particularly the US and the Europe export driven, plus the stability which we are seeing in various countries in the Europe. So that also bring back the steel demand. So altogether we are seeing the developed economies are expected to do better. That is why we are seeing international steel prices in the last few weeks. You could see an upward trend. We are seeing already $10-15 increase in the international prices. So all this together, when the cost is increasing, particularly the iron ore side, quite substantially, when the low grade iron ore is being bought, so there is a huge amount of cost push which is there in India. So therefore, international price increases which are there today and the high iron ore cost together, I think we need to increase the domestic prices. So we have already announced our proposed price increases from 1st of February.
Mr. Rao, good chatting with you. Appreciate you taking the time out and talking about your earnings with us. That's the clarification, or rather more analysis coming in from the JSW Steel management. Stock holding just about marginally higher. Watch out for though Aurobindo Pharma as well as Biocon. Both are now up for a second day on the trot above their 50 DMA.